And good afternoon, and welcome back to the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach for this 2021 Region 5A quarterfinal matchup featuring the unblemished, top-ranked Cox Falcons, reigning three-time state champs under Coach Taylor Roundtree, taking on the Tallwood Lions, who come in at 5-11 overall. Cox at 14-0 overall, and certainly a tall task in front of the Lions, who have not had the greatest of finishes to the regular season here, as they limp in a little bit. 7 consecutive losses. Their last win back on September 29th over the Granby Comets, in which Sophia Dobbins, a senior wearing number 5, scored a goal, and Taylor Fisher had an assist in that triumph over the Comets, 1-0. They also notched shutout wins over Lansdowne, 6-0, Oscar Smith 1-0, and Indian River 4-0 this year during their 5-win campaign for the Tallwood Lions. And for Cox, it's been an unbelievable year yet again. 14-0 in the season. They've outscored their opposition 82-3. And Captain Zayla Bailey, actually one of the 4 captains is Zayla Bailey, the Ohio State commit, along with Quinn Braithwaite, Emmy Schwartz, the William & Mary commit, goalkeeper Abby Spear, who's headed to Duke. You see her wearing number 21 there. Number 6, Addie Froelich, among the captains being highlighted there. And for Cox, the only 3 teams to score on them this year were Assumption of Kentucky, Princess Anne, which won its regional quarterfinal over Bayside, and Collegiate out of Richmond, a private school. It's been just another remarkable run for them as they try to make it a four-peat, the quest to win a state championship every year for the seniors in this group for Frank W. Cox High School. And Zayla Bailey with 28 goals this year to lead the way for them, wearing number 12. We'll highlight these standouts for the Falcons in just a bit. But let's start with the Lions of Tallwood, who, again, heavy underdog if you were to deem it that way coming into this one. And for Coach Teresa Platt leading the way for Tallwood. They've got a good mixture of seniors and juniors on the roster. Let's take them in numerical order, though. Number 1 is Angela Rhino, a junior. Freshman Grace Labarge, number 2. Sophomore, number 3, Maya Nobriga. The senior, Sophia Dobbins, number 5. Junior Danielle Crabtree wears number 6. Senior Riley Swindles, number 7. Number 8, Ashlyn Clayton, a junior. Another junior wearing number 9 is Taylor Fisher. A couple more juniors, and Sylvia Bianchi, number 10, and Sasha Mingo, number 11. Kalani Moore's a senior wearing number 12. Emma Leo, a senior wearing number 13. Juniors Olivia Hellstrom, number 14, and Ashley Perez, number 15. Sophomore Annabella Campariel, number 17. Alexis Gower is a senior wearing number 18. Emily Holste, a junior wearing number 20. And goalkeeper Belize Perez is a freshman for the Lions. For the Falcons of Cox High School, we'll take them in alphabetical order, as that was how it was provided to us as we watch them start things off here with Zayla Bailey, number 12. You've also got Irma Gray Bailey, number 5, a freshman. Rose Bannon, wearing number 10, is a junior for Cox. Quinn Braithwaite, the talented freshman, wearing number 8, as she has a handful of goals and assists this year for Coach Roundtree's Falcons. Sophia Birch, number 2, part of the class of 2024 for the Falcons. They have 2 other sophomores that we'll document in just a bit, as Cox works it from right to left, wearing the white unis and the green numerals. Tallwood in the purple with the white numbers and the purple socks, going from left to right as they give it into Kalani Moore, the senior. In addition to Gray Bailey, Zayla Bailey that is, Rose Bannon and Quinn Braithwaite, Sophia Birch, number 2. Reeves Caparici, number 7, is a junior for the Falcons. Freshman Mackenzie Dare wears number 11. Addie Froelich wears number 6. She is a junior. Sewan Leathers, number 13, a junior as well for Cox. Emerson Miller, a junior wearing number 17. Ava Ostrowski, a senior wearing number 19. Avery Parker, a junior wearing number 4 for Cox. Lauren Sanford, a junior wearing number 16. Joey Savino, a sophomore wearing number 1. Emmy Schwartz, she's headed to William & Mary, wearing number 15 for the Cox Falcons. Abby Spear, a senior wearing number 21. And Megan Spear wearing number 3, a sophomore who's been a real key ingredient for this undefeated Falcon squad, and Elise Unger wearing number 18 for the Falcons, a junior for Coach Roundtree's team. And Elise Unger is headed to Davidson, by the way. First penalty corner of the afternoon for the Falcons. They get it into number 15 and put it on the board for the Cox Falcons. Emmy Schwartz with that first score today in the postseason on this quest for a four-peat for Cox. And it comes just 2.5 minutes into this one as they strike first to take a 1-0 lead in our matchup. So Emmy Schwartz, who's headed to William & Mary, she had a couple of goals and an assist in the last meeting that Cox won back on October the 19th over Tallwood just 9 days ago. And they're looking for more, are the Cox Falcons. On the run here. Another one's going to be dialed in. That's going to be number 12. Guess who? Zella Bailey. And she puts Cox back on the board with another goal. Her 29th of the season. And the thing about Zella Bailey is she makes it look so easy and effortless out there. See multiple Tallwood defenders trying to keep Cox in check here, but on the move are the Falcons with number 5, Irma Gray Bailey, and that will sail out of play. Doesn't take much for this Cox attack to strike, and they don't even need the penalty corners to pile up the goals. However, they'll take them when they can get them. And Zella Bailey's going to scoot it out to a teammate. That teammate is Megan Spear. She's going to be a highly recruited sophomore for the next level. And that one squirts away from Zella Bailey, out of play. Our broadcast today presented by Vault Athletics and Fitness. The Vault Fitness facility is Hampton Roads' newest 13,000 square foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. At Vault, they specialize in personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes, as well as youth athlete development. Vault Athletics and Fitness. Off this penalty corner now for the Falcons. Skating by one defender, shaking the defender. Trying to get in deep is Zella Bailey. Off the feed from a teammate. That teammate being Lauren Sanford. And Cox making it look easy as pie. Put it on the board. 3-0. Cox in complete control. As Bailey has reached the 30-plus goal plateau, and I say counting because she's not done scoring, ladies and gents. Hasn't even taken a full 6 minutes for Cox to get a 3-goal lead on Tallwood. And you see they quickly hop it away with Emmy Schwartz. Three to nothing our score. 3 goals in the first 5 minutes for Cox High. And that's going to be Megan Spear on the move. Inside as they try to connect with the combination of Sophia Birch and Zella Bailey. Pulled in by Emerson Miller. Tallwood trying to get a stop here with Ashley Perez. to keep this high-octane Cox attack at bay. That's Schwartz over to Bailey in the teeth of the defense. Tallwood trying to get multiple sticks on it to keep number 5 from putting one on the board. However, that doesn't happen. Credit it to Irma Gray Bailey. 4-0 our score. As Cox is thinking about matching what First Colonial did in the last contest, getting that 9-0 victory. I think the Falcons have their sights set on double-digit goals. Two very competitive nearby city rivals. Almost anything you can do, I can do better mentality that those young ladies and athletes have at those two schools. Likely on a collision course in a Region 5A championship matchup a week from today. And if the seeds hold, that's what we would get a week from today on Thursday, November the 4th here with a regional title on the line. Again, the region champ and the region runner-up both move on to the state playoffs in VHSL field hockey this year, as opposed to what we had in the abbreviated spring season where only the region champ would go. It is 8 teams going on to the state tournament, 2 from each region, Region 5A, 5B, 5C, and 5D. So more go to the party for the state playoffs in sports such as field hockey. And it also applies to other sports, not just field hockey, but the same will be true for baseball and softball and basketball for boys and girls in the winter and springtime. As Tallwood has a rare opportunity in Cox territory. One of the first times we've seen them pass the 50 today. And the Lions will stay here. They don't live long in the territory of Cox. Who does? In fact, 11 shutouts this year for Abby Spear, the top-notch goalkeeper for the Cox Falcons. Seeing some kids out here running with soccers and even soccer balls and some costumes. A few days ready for Halloween. And trick-or-treating out there. No tricks with this Cox team. All treats this year for Coach Roundtree's team as they look to keep this undefeated dream season going on their way to another state championship. A record for Cox field hockey. 22 state titles. Most in VHSL history. Only Severna Park of Maryland with more. And Cox did have the state record at one time, and if they keep this up, pretty good chance they'll end up having that state record back in their grasp. As that one will roll out of play, and we'll see number 18 for Cox, Elise Unger, go track it down. John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for over 20 years, providing tax preparation and retirement planning services. They're the best thanks to you, John's Tax Service. One of our proud sponsors of high school sports and field hockey action here at the Regional Training Center. Another penalty corner now for the Cox Falcons. Ladies in white and green. They get it into Addie Frolich, who hits it hard. Off the carom, it's Zella Bailey. Then it's number 5, Irma Gray Bailey, before it rolls out of play. Lions hit that one out on this cool yet comfortable 66 degree evening. Got some rain in the forecast after 9 p.m. tonight. I know it's going to be heavy rain tomorrow throughout the afternoon until about 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern. Good that they're getting these field hockey matchups in before the pouring rain comes across Hampton Roads and much of our Commonwealth of Virginia. Cox trying to get another goal here as it hopscotches around there with Sophia Birch until it rolls out of bounds. Earlier today, it was First Colonial, the number 2 seed in the Region 5A tournament, blanking the number 7 seeded Salem Sun Devils 9-0, while Kempsville, the 4th seed under Coach Amber Jones, her team winning on a 1-0 victory over the 5th seeded Hickory Hawks thanks to Delaney Ogden's goal. Huge day for First Colonial's junior Landry Meyer in our previous matchup that we brought you on BeachSportsplex.com. And tell your friends and all your sports fans out there they can go back and watch these games. They're archived up on the BeachSportsplex.com webpage as well as on our YouTube channel by searching Virginia Beach Sportsplex. And make sure you smash that subscribe button so you get notifications and updates on whenever we go live with a broadcast. Have some semifinal action come your way on Tuesday as Kempsville will take on the winner of this matchup. Right now, it's looking like it'll be the Cox Falcons who lead Tallwood 4-0. And then your other semifinal featuring 3rd-seeded Princess Anne and 2nd-seeded First Colonial. Winners move on to next Thursday's regional championship. And once again, the Region 5A champ hosts the Region 5B runner-up in the state quarterfinals, while the Region 5A runner-up travels to the not to the Richmond area. Usually it was the Richmond area, but they'll stay here in Tallwood, but they'll travel to the Region 5B champ. And the top 2 seeds in that tournament in Class 5 featuring Nansemond River as a number 2 seed. We've got our 5th penalty corner of the half. I'll tell you who the number 1 seed is in a moment. Zella Bailey has it. He gets booted away. But Nansemond River has a bye in that 16 tournament as the number 2 seed, while Gloucester, who's unbeaten on the year, is the top seed in Region 5B. And the Dukes are no joke. They're for real. 16-0 on the year. Gloucester High from the Peninsula District, as they've not missed a beat, piling up 15 shutouts and Shani Johnson's 30 goals leading the way for them. So here's the 6th penalty corner of the half for Cox as they get it into play here. Zella Bailey, the Ohio State commit, will track it down. Feeds it over. Nearly an assist for number 13. C1 Leathers. So they try to get it to Megan Spear right there near the net before it goes out. About 2 minutes to go in this opening frame. We have a moment to tell you about one of our sponsors, which is Zoop Eatery. At Zoop, you can build the perfect box lunch, customizable and individually packaged meals for your convenience. They offer a wide variety of fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, and soups. Plus, you get a hunk of bread and dessert. They've got it all for you, the whole crew, when you stop in at Zoop Eatery. Tallwood trying to nudge into Cox territory, but Zella Bailey having none of that. Falcons on the move inside the attacking third here with Irma Gray Bailey. But the Lions able to punch it away until Sophia Birch gets possession back from Tallwood's Riley Swindle, the senior, who will walk into the net there and say, man, oh man, you just can't get any break. Another penalty corner for the Falcons. We're up to about 7 of those in this opening quarter, trying to make it a 5-goal lead here before we get to the second quarter. First Colonial had 5 goals in the first half in our last contest, in which the Patriots blanked the 7th-seeded Sun Devils 9-0. And that will sail out of play. FC having outscored its foes 129-7 this year. And at this moment, Cox has outscored its opponents by a whopping margin of 86-3. So yes, it's obvious to see why folks believe those two programs, longtime city rivals with memorable battles over the years in sports such as field hockey, are headed for a collision course. Tallwood's just trying to be, at this point, only the 4th team to go with Assumption of Kentucky, Collegiate from Richmond, and Princess Anne to score on this Cox juggernaut this year. as we have reached the end of one period of play. Cox not disappointing at all here, looking like they are in playoff form and the top seed, number 1 ranked team in Virginia and a top 5 program in America. A couple of goals from Zella Bailey, Emmy Schwartz with a goal, and Irma Gray Bailey throw in an assist from Lauren Sanford too. And the Falcons lead it 4-0. We'll come back with second quarter action here from the Regional Training Center. But first, let's hear from our title sponsor, and that is Vault Athletics and Fitness.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
Check them out on Lynn Haven Parkway, AtlanticBay.com. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, one of our proud sponsors, field hockey action and VHSL athletics at both the Virginia Beach Sportsplex and Regional Training Center, where we are today for the Region 5A quarterfinals, set for the second quarter here as the Tallwood Lions get it underway, trailing the Cox Falcons, reigning 3-time Class 5 state champs. I say Class 5 because they've won the last 2 in Class 5, but they made that transition from Class 6 to Class 5. They won the Virginia 6A state championship in 2018. Cox up 4-0 here. A couple of goals already from Ohio State commit Zella Bailey, and that one will go out of play. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, though, is not your typical mortgage company, and they're here to guide you every step of the way, dedicated to providing you an enjoyable journey from start to finish. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Cox looking for a date with Kempsville coming up on Tuesday in the regional semis, and on the break are the Falcons here, and it's going to be Bailey stopped just a few feet shy of getting a shot on goal. Thinking about a hat trick today, and she's well on her way to getting there. She's had a couple of them already this year. No stranger to hat tricks. Back when these two teams met on October 19th, Zilla had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 goals to go with an assist. Emmy Schwartz had 2 goals and an assist. Elise Unger, the Davidson commit, had 2 goals and an assist. Megan Spear, the sophomore, with a goal, while her sister Abby pitched one of her 11 shutouts to date. And oh, by the way, Addie Froelich threw in a goal as well. Tell you, Ava Ostrowski has come on in recent games. So you just can't key on one individual with this Cox team. They have so many weapons that can do damage. And Tallwood just trying to get some breathing room here and move into Cox territory. The Region 5B tournament tell you about some of those matchups. Gloucester is the number 1 seed, and they'll be in action coming up on November the 3rd. That's Wednesday at 5 p.m. at Powhatan Field in Norfolk. They await the winner of the 4-5 matchup, the quarterfinal featuring Maury. The Commodores, the number 4 seed, and the Comets of Granby, the number 5 seed. 2 longtime Norfolk Eastern District rivals square off coming up on Monday at 5 p.m. at Powhatan Field. The other quarterfinal on Monday at 7 p.m. at Powhatan Field features the number 3 seed Menchville Monarchs from the Peninsula District and Newport News taking on the Norview Pilots, the number 6 seed out of Norfolk. Winner of that contest moves on to the semifinals on Wednesday against the 2nd-seeded Nansemond River Warriors, who, like Gloucester, are having a pretty good season. Nansemond River at 14-2 on the year, and they lost to Gloucester 2-1. And the Falcons put another one on the board. Irma Gray, Bailey and company adding to it here as they make it 5-0 now here, just a few minutes into the second quarter. Going to be deflected there by Emmy Schwartz. Gets it into the hands of Sophia Birch, and that will sail out of play before Irma Gray could chase it down. So Zella Bailey getting closer and closer to that 3rd goal and a hat trick. She's been everywhere in this first half. Lions trying to get out of trouble there with number 6. Danielle Crabtree, the junior, looking for Ashlyn Clayton, her 11th grade classmate. Falcons have it now, as the lights have been put on here at the training center. Combination of Megan Spear and Zella Bailey working with it. Zella trying to get past 3 defenders, and how about that? Another goal. Are you kidding me? What a play. You tip your hat and you say a hat trick as the Falcons add to their lead, 6-0 now. We see Ava Ostrowski and Joey Savino moved into midfield along with Zella Bailey, and that's going to be grabbed by Schwartz. Here comes Zella Bailey looking for another goal. Simply the dominant player on the pitch is the senior wearing number 12. I think she might have heard my comments earlier about Finley Payne being player of the year, and why not? 50-plus goals for First Colonial. Nothing to sneeze at, but this Zella Bailey on an undefeated team going to have a say about player of the year, be it in the district, the region, the state level. I think we'll have a VHSL State Player of the Year this year. We didn't have it in the spring. They decided not to award State Players of the Year in all state teams. And are you kidding me? Another goal. This time looked like it was Emmy Schwartz for the Falcons as they make it 7-0 now against the Lions of Tallwood. So multiple goals for Zella Bailey, Irma Gray Bailey, Emmy Schwartz. And Cox continues to pour it on here in this first half. Good move there from Mimi Schwartz. And that one's going to be stopped by the goalkeeper, Elise Perez. Tough day for a 9th grader in goal, facing this all-star attack of Cox. Falcons at 14-0. And while you technically don't have to go undefeated, even in postseason play to win a state championship, they could technically lose the regional final and still win a state title. They'd love nothing better than to finish this whole thing off with a 20-0 mark, which means 3 regional playoff wins, 3 state tournament wins, 20-0, and state title number 23 in their decorated program history. As we have a penalty corner coming up for the Falcons here. It'll be Megan Spear once again putting it into play. I believe this is the first penalty corner of the second quarter after they had about 7 in the opening frame. Nifty little pass. 15-6, and put it on the board for the Falcons as they get another goal. Assist to Emmy Schwartz, goal to Addie Frolich. Goals galore here for Cox today. Eight to nothing our count. Tallwood in a world of hurt right now. They've run into a buzzsaw with this Cox team today and not having many opportunities inside Cox territory as the Falcons are looking to get it to double figures here with number 1 working with it. That's Joey Savino. Some of the fresh faces, if you will, subs getting involved here as Coach Roundtree can go to some of her bench players to get their feet wet here in postseason play. Couple of 19s battling for it as the Falcons' Ava Ostrowski couldn't shake the Lions' number 19, who we don't have a name on the roster. They added somebody, or they changed numbers with someone, which is quite possible these days. Falcons on the move now with Emmy Schwartz. On the far sideline, then they get it into Zella Bailey in open field. Comes off the carom. Megan Spear has it. Closer to another goal here. Someone loses their stick. Looks like it's one of the Tallwood Lions. And a young lady is down for the Lions. See if she's all right. Number 15, Ashley Perez, gets up and walks away gingerly. See when Leathers will place the ball down. And see if Cox can move closer to that double-figure goal number. Needing 2 more before halftime to get there. Don't think we'll have a fourth quarter at the rate this one is going. We will, however, have another penalty corner here. As you see the Cox players, Ava Ostrowski and Emmy Schwartz high-fiving. Such great teamwork and chemistry on this squad. These young ladies have been playing with one another for a long time. Travel hockey and over the summer, and certainly Coach Roundtree knows that the foundation's been laid. And they spread it out here for this penalty corner. Great spacing here. Good little feed there. Off the rebound. Ostrowski can't get it to go. Seen some nice feeds from Schwartz, who's one of the best passers around the 7.57. And Tallwood able to come up with a stop. Kalani Moore now with it. After the rare stop, the Falcons able to intercept the Tallwood pass. Hard smack from Schwartz. And it'll get booted away, and Tallwood's able to save it from going out of play. Trying to get it up the field, but Cox will wisely and alertly pull it out over to Addie Frolich, who gets it in quickly into Tallwood territory, finds Quinn Braithwaite. Falcons on the move. They shake a defender in Riley Swindle. Nifty little feed from Zella Bailey. It's Emmy Schwartz now. 3 Tallwood jerseys in the way, but Cox is going to quickly pounce on it with Zella Bailey. This could be a 4 or 5 goal day for her if this continues, and that will head her to play. Well, we have a moment. Let's tell you about another one of our sponsors here of field hockey action from the Regional Training Center, and that would be one of my man Jimmy's favorites, Chicho's Pizza, a beach institution since 1968. They've been serving the best pie around for over 50 years. From the single founding location to now 8 different spots around Hampton Roads. Stop in, order online to find out why they are a favorite here in Tidewater. Chicho's, more than a pizza. Make your Thursday night plans. Maybe get some Chicho's Pizza to watch the Arizona Cardinals, the NFL's only unbeaten team, take on the Green Bay Packers tonight. How about the story they've been? Even without Larry Fitzgerald, Cardinals are rolling. Kyler Murray, an MVP candidate. Unfortunate bad news, though, for the Cardinals. One of their defensive stalwarts, J.J. Watt, they picked up from the Texans in the offseason, out for the season with an injury, but could be a special run to the playoffs. Who knows how it finishes up for the Arizona Cardinals. Aaron Rodgers, reigning NFL MVP for the Packers, going to try to do it without some key receivers tonight. So get yourself some Chicho's Pizza when you watch the big game in the NFL on a Thursday night. You can also use it if you want to watch some World Series baseball for Game 3 of that classic confrontation between Houston and Atlanta, deadlocked at 1 apiece. They resume that series tomorrow in Atlanta. Falcons, good maneuvering. Put it on the board for number 15 off the assist from number 1. 15, that's Emmy Schwartz. Hat trick for her. And the assist goes to Joey Savino. Falcons make it 9-0, just like that. Easy as a pie, like the pies you can get from Chicho's, and we're talking about pizza pies. Cox comfortably ahead 9-0 here as time ticks down in this first half. 9 goals, 9 penalty corners by my count. Pretty great efficiency if you're Coach Roundtree. Hard to get on your team about execution and level of play, as they brought the intensity and the full arsenal in this playoff opener. Hat tricks for Schwartz and Bailey. Looks like another penalty corner coming up for the Falcons. So Megan Spear will walk over to that coffin corner, as I like to call it. Really hot shot there from number 6, Addie Frolich. And guess what? Falcons aren't done scoring, ladies and gents. Joey Savino. It's double digits now for Cox High. Clicking on all cylinders are the reigning three-time state champion Falcons from Cox High. Megan Spear will put this in here on the penalty corner. And it's going to be on the board again. Addie Froelich, multiple goals for her. My goodness. What a way to end the half if you're Cox. Just complete, thorough domination. 11-0, our score. So we're going to step aside here as this has been all Cox in this Region 5A quarterfinal. Coach Roundtree will talk with her team, as will Teresa Platt with her Tallwood ladies. And we'll hear from some of our sponsors here at the break as the Falcons are on their way to joining Princess Anne, Kempsville, and First Colonial in the Final Four of the Region 5A tournament. Back in a bit, here from the Regional Training Center on BeachSportsplex.com. Let's now hear from Why Not Italian?
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of with classic creamy Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
That's right, just $29.99 a month, One Life Fitness. They're here to help you start your new membership today at any one of the 8 convenient Hampton Roads locations. Go online to onelifefitness.com and claim a free trial pass. One Life Fitness. Matt Hatfield back here with you on beachsportsplex.com. We're about set for the second half to get underway with the Cox Falcons leading the Tallwood Lions 11-0 here from the Regional Training Center as the top-seeded undefeated reigning 3-time state champs are set to see Kempsville coming up on Tuesday in the regional semis here from the RTC. The other semifinal will feature second-seeded First Colonial take on third-seeded Princess Anne. Let's squeeze in one more break and hear from our friends at Zoot Eatery. And we're here at the Regional Training Center with the third quarter set to commence here. And that'll be number 15 for Cox right there at midfield to put it into play. Emmy Schwartz, she's got 3 goals and an assist, besting her effort from the last meeting when she had 2 goals and an assist. So they always say strive for greatness and improvement. Safe to say she's doing that quite well. And this looks to be the final period of play for the Tallwood Lions this year. Coach Platt's going to say goodbye to some important seniors like Kalani Moore, Emma Leo, Alexis Gower, Riley Swindle. But this has been a junior-heavy roster for them. 9 by my count, with Taylor Fisher, Sylvia Bianchi, Sasha Mingo, Olivia Hellstrom, Ashley Perez, Emily Holste, Angela Rhino, and Danielle Crabtree. We mentioned how Fisher had an assist in that last win they had over Granby back on September 29th. Doesn't look like they'll get that first win in the month of October. Nor does it look like Cox will suffer its first loss of the month or the season or the calendar year here of 2021 as this dominant machine continues to hum here, as that's Megan Spear. And the Falcons playing some keep away here, working on their passing, which is the thing to do with a sizable lead. You really don't want to rub it in on your opponent with such a big margin. It's going to be intercepted here for a brief moment by number 13, Emma Leo. Didn't get a chance to tell folks earlier about the other regions. We mentioned 6A a little bit with the likes of Kellum, who's in action today against Western Branch. I'm actually coming up in about 10-12 minutes or so, Grassfield and Ocean Lakes. But 4A was the region I wanted to hit on, as well as 3A while we have a moment. And young lady for Tallwood takes a tumble, but able to hop back up. That's number 11, Sasha Mingo. But number 1 seed Great Bridge will be in action here on Monday against the War Hill Kings Fork winner. 4th-seeded Deep Creek plays 5th-seeded Warwick on Monday. 3rd-seeded Grafton takes on 6th-seeded Churchland at Bailey Field. So a little bit of a ride there for the Truckers and their AD, Mike Whittington, as they go across the tunnel. 2nd-seeded Jamestown, they got a fine 80 themselves, and Kenny Edwards. His Eagles be taking on the 7th-seeded Smithfield Packers at Warner Stadium on Monday night. Here's the first penalty corner of the half for the Cox Falcons, with Miss Megan Spear putting it in. Nifty little passing here. And Elise Unger loses it for a split moment. Tallwood continuing to play hard. We applaud them for that. You know, their execution hasn't been as sharp as they probably would like it to be in today's game. And as for Region 3A, so we have some local teams around Hampton Roads involved in the bracket for that. Tab is the number 1 seed, and as we mentioned before, one of those state powers, if you will, undefeated this year at 16-0, very dominant. They're in action at Bailey Field, and they'll be hosting there all the way through. York, the 4 seed, and Lafayette, the 5 seed. Poquoson, the 3 seed. Lakeland, the 6 seed. That's a game going on in a few minutes at Poquoson Middle. And the number 2 seed, Phoebus Phantoms, could very well run into Tab in that region final should the seeds hold, as they are projected to do. And that's going to be Zella Bailey getting on the board again, doing what she did the last time these two teams played, and that is put 4 goals on the board. As Cox is having no problem whatsoever accumulating the goals. And apparently we have the national anthem. I'm not sure why. We'll let you hear that. Take a quick pause. So there was your national anthem. I've never seen that in the middle of a game, in the third quarter of a game, but due to soccer taking place right next door, they decided to have a little pause in the middle of this game. And no, it's not something they do special when Zella Bailey gets 4 goals, because she's done that before this year, and I don't believe that was the case. So Cox up double figures here, 12-0 on Tallwood. A lot of activities going on here a few days before Halloween. Soccer, field hockey, got football coming up a week from tomorrow on Friday, November 5th, as Atlantic Shores closes out its regular season against Portsmouth Christian in a key matchup. We'll have that for you on beachsportsplex.com. Undefeated Seahawks under Coach Wayne Lance's direction, with a Campbell commit at quarterback and Damian Mazzil. Looking to march into the playoffs red hot and undefeated still. Portsmouth Christian with a pretty good passing attack as well. Off the rebound there, it's Elise Unger inside for Cox. Just over 10 minutes to go in this third quarter, and Cox going to try to put another one on the board here as they get it to Zella Bailey. And diving to keep possession of it, Lauren Sanford. And she lays her stick down to deny number 7. That's Riley Swindle. You gotta wonder if anybody's got a better job than Taylor Roundtree with this machine at Cox. Of course, she wants to have her team keep that edge. Marvel at the dominant female sports programs in Virginia Beach. Cox field hockey with 22 state championships. Darnell Dozier, the architect of that Princess Anne girls basketball dynasty, with about half of those at this point. Throw all those rings together in a bag, and you know that bag's heavy to carry around if you're PA girls basketball and Cox field hockey. I'll tell you that. As one of my buddies, Jerry Noel, would say, they might be able to open up a jewelry shop with all those rings. As Cox leads at 12-0 here over Tallwood. Lions with some freshmen and sophomore that will hopefully benefit from this opportunity. Grace the Barge, number 2 for them. The goalkeepers we mentioned, Belize Perez. In their sophomore class, Maya Nabriga and Annabelle Camparil among their sophomores. Cox trying to attack on another goal here as you see Sophia Birch battling to get it inside there. Tropical Smoothie Cafe. You can eat better, feel better by going to Tropical Smoothie Cafe, where they offer grab-and-go catering and box lunches. It's located on Princess Anne Road, right across the street from TCC, that's Tallwood Community College. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, the place to go where they're bursting with fresh flavors. Under 8 minutes to play in this third quarter, which will be our last one of the day. Cox Falcons up a dozen goals here over the Tallwood Lions. Quite a few high school football games going on Friday night around the 757 area code. Reach a slate of some of those in the Beach District and around Tidewater in just a moment, as there's 2 weeks left in the regular season for football. Volleyball playoffs underway. I think the story around Hampton Roads has been Indian River out of Chesapeake. What a year they've had. They were 22-0 as of last Saturday morning in boys volleyball. But in terms of football around the Beach District, 4 games on Friday night with Lansdowne taking on Princess Anne, Kellum hosting Tallwood, Kempsville visiting First Colonial, and Green Run traveling to Cox. 1 game on Saturday at 2 o'clock features Bayside hosting Salem for homecoming. And guess what? As we tell you about the Marlins and Sun Devils playing on Saturday afternoon in high school football, Zella Bailey says, I'm going to score maybe than some of these football teams will combine. 5th goal of the day for her. 13-0 Cox. What a performance from Zella Bailey all year long, coming into today's matchup with 28 goals. And you reckon at this type of pace, getting past 30 goals in this season is quite an achievement with all the talent on this team. They spread it out. They share the wealth. She can definitely get to that 40-goal mark. That would just be, 7 more in a possible 5 more games to play. She could have another hat trick this postseason or 2. It's not out of the realm of possibility, because you figure in a state quarters or semis, might not run into a team as dominant as the one that they'll see in, say, the regional final, should it be like we expect it to be. Many feel it will be First Colonial. And if you're wondering, can First Colonial and Cox meet again in the playoffs beyond the regional championship, which would occur next Thursday should those 2 win? The answer to that question is yes. Penalty corner for Cox. I'll tell you how that'll happen, or how that might happen in just a moment. Let's see if Cox can make it 14-0 here. And that high loop-de-loop. We'll see how to play there with Lauren Sanford. Because the way the bracket is structured, Region A's runner-up is opposite Region A's champ. So yes, the 2 schools could very well run into each other, or whoever meets, should it be Kempsville Princess Anne or Kempsville FC, should it be Cox PA or Cox FC, they would run into each other in the state tournament should they win their quarterfinal and semifinal games on Saturday, November 13th at 2 p.m. at Cortland High School. And I believe that all those matchups are available on the NFHS network through the fine folks at the Virginia High School League, which does a splendid job streaming its championships in the various sports. A partnership those 2 outfits have formed in recent years. As it's C1 Leathers getting by Tallwood defender Emma Leo. 2 Lions trying to clog the space for Leathers to thread the needle. A baker's dozen goals here for Cox. Looking like the top team in all of Virginia, and dare we say on the East Coast. Certainly living up to their billing today. Mackenzie Deere. And, you know, I do think that top-level competitors are motivated by what they hear and read and see. And if you're Zella Bailey, you had to hear all the great things about Finley Payne. 6 goals against Morey, 13-0 shutout, 51 goals in the regular season, and she wanted to come out here and make a statement. I think she and her team have done just that here in this regional quarterfinal. Those two programs dominant and certainly on the path to run into each other a week from today. And that's going to be Elise Unger in the corner. And it goes out of play. And that's going to be another penalty corner for the Falcons here. It'll be Megan Spear. Looking to deliver it into center there to number 6. Addie Froelich's look at it is wide. Just a couple minutes remaining in this season for the Tallwood Lions, who will conclude at 5-12. Their wins this year over Indian River, Oscar Smith, Lancetown, and Granby. Before 8 straight losses have dropped them below the 500 mark on the year. But again, a lot of youngsters on this team. Certainly going to build from these experiences and try to get back in the tournament next year and be a factor. That other win, by the way, I mentioned they beat Indian River, Oscar Smith, Lancetown, Granby. Also beat Green Run 3-0 back on September 21st. See when Leathers with possession now. Last minute and change here in this field hockey matchup between the Cox Falcons and the Tallwood Lions. And a chance to mention another one of our sponsors here today at Regional Training Center, and that's Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects with years of experience in both large-scale commercial settings and residential. Their focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space, plus ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash. Under 30 seconds to play. Earlier today, Princess Anna went over Bayside 6-0 as Sydney Raguni had a hat trick. Nielsen Baxley added a goal and an assist, plus Maddie Allen and Erica Wu scored for the Cavaliers, who will take on First Colonial in Tuesday's semifinal matchup here at the Regional Training Center. That'll be one of our 2 games we have for you coming up on Tuesday here on BeachSportsplex.com and on our YouTube channel with the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. That'll be a 3 o'clock matchup for you on Tuesday afternoon. Our 5 o'clock matchup on Tuesday night will feature the top-seeded Cox Falcons. They win today 13-0 over Tallwood. Zella Bailey, the Ohio State commit, with 5 goals, multiple goals from Emmy Schwartz, who had 3 of them. Addie Froelich had a pair. Emma Gray Bailey. Lauren Sanford had an assist. Joey Savino did 2. She also scored. And the Falcons running their record to 15-0 on the season, having outscored opponents now 95-3. Lions concluding the campaign at 5-12 overall. Cox will be taking on 4th-seeded Kempsville, a winner 1-0 in our first matchup of our triple header today, when Delaney Ogden scored right around the 5-minute mark of the third period in their 1-0 shutout of the Hickory Hawks. So again, 3 o'clock on Tuesday, it'll be First Colonial, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 3 seed Princess Anne. And at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, top-seeded Cox will be playing the 4th-seeded Kempsville Chiefs. I want to thank our entire team from Maurice Burnett and Jacob Zado, to Nick Senti and Chuck Thornton. I'm Matt Hatfield, and also kudos to those making this possible. AstroTurf, Atlantic Bay Mortgage, CHKD Sports Medicine, Chicho's Pizza, Dairy Queen, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Zoop Eatery, Why Not Italian, and of course our title sponsor today, Vault Athletics and Fitness. At Vault, they build athletes. That'll do it. Until next time, thanks for watching VHSL Region Quarterfinal Field Hockey action here from the pitch at the Regional Training Center on beachsportsplex.com. Good night, everyone.